Caiaphas and his cohorts brought Jesus to me early Friday morning, and they had blood in their eyes. Of course, they were too holy to enter my headquarters, so I had to go out on my porch to meet them. They shoved Jesus toward me and said, "If this man had not done evil, we wouldn't have bothered you, and we certainly wouldn't have bothered you this early." Immediately, I felt a headache coming on. But since I didn't trust Caiaphas, I didn't ask him to explain the charges. I decided I'd ask the accused that himself. I had heard about this Jesus of Nazareth, so I ushered him into my office, away from his accusers. I said, "So, you're the king of the Jews, are you?" He raised his eyebrows and said, "Did you come up with that on your own, or did others tell you this?" "What? Do I look like a Jew to you? Your own people and your own priests have brought you to me. What have you done?" "My kingdom is not of this world," he said. "If it were, my servants would be fighting tooth and nail to set me free. But like I said, my kingdom is not of this world." "So, you are a king." "You said it. As for this purpose I came into the world, to witness to the truth. Those who are of the truth and listen to my voice know the truth when they hear it." Truth, you say. What is truth, really? Yeah, but I was getting nowhere with him, and he seemed harmless enough. So I walked back out onto the porch to speak to the Jews, who had increased in number in the time I was inside. "Not guilty," I said. "He's done nothing worthy of execution. But," and I thought this was brilliant, "you have this custom that I should free a prisoner at Passover. How about I release to you the King of the Jews?" "Not him!" they screamed. "Barabbas! Give us Barabbas!" I can't say I was surprised that they didn't want me to release Jesus. But Barabbas? That man was bad news, a hardened criminal, tried, convicted, and sentenced. And they wanted Barabbas instead? Do you see now what I had to contend with here? So I went back in. "Who are you really? Where do you come from?" His head was down and he said nothing. "Speak up! Don't you know who I am? Don't you know who you're dealing with here? I have the authority to crucify you or set you free." He looked up and spoke through swollen, bloody lips. "The only authority you have is what has been given you from heaven." I've sentenced plenty of people to death. I've killed plenty by my own hand. So what if one more Jew gets hung on a cross? I won't lose any sleep over it. But this Jesus was no ordinary criminal. I had never dealt with anyone like him before. What to do? He sure didn't deserve to be crucified. And I sure didn't want to give those priests a satisfaction. Have I told you how much I hate these people? But the last thing I needed was one more confrontation. And it was time to bring this thing to a head. So I brought Jesus out to them. "Behold your king!" I said that just to spite those arrogant, no-good priests. "Away with him!" they screamed. "Crucify him! Crucify him! Nail him to a cross!" They were out of their minds with hate and bitterness. "Shall I crucify your king?" "We have no king but Caesar." So I decided to make the call. Jesus of Nazareth, I sentence you to die by the cross. Guards, take him away and crucify him. Did the Nazarene deserve to die? No. But trust me, I'd had a riot on my hands if I had tried to set him free. Crucifying him was my only option. It had to be done. You call Jesus your king, right? Well, behold your king carrying a cross.